Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. We're in North Portland at Legacy Emmanuel. We're at a beautiful building, Randall Children's Hospital. You should check it out sometime if you're in the area. All right, listen to this. Limiting beliefs that have been adopted as reality. Limiting beliefs that have been adopted as reality is the mantra. The name for it is handy crap. That's right. Please welcome Dan Fries, Executive Director of Incight. What it is, Dan, I guess, is you're calling out a certain segment of the population here.
Yeah, it's a message that truly applies to every bit of population, because every human being has learned things and created scripts in their head that were given to them from other people or from society at large that hold them back from being their best self. Unfortunately, when you have certain minority groups, those stigmas are a lot stronger. And the disability community happens to be one of those minority groups where the stigma from the outside world has been suggested to them that they're less competent, less capable of contributing. And so that limiting belief is significant in holding that entire population back. Not everybody, but all of us are on some variance of letting our limiting beliefs keep us from being our best.
Now, do some people also take it to the next level and feel enabled because of maybe a disability they have, or coddled, or
Absolutely.
Are we coddling them?
Unfortunately, yeah, to a certain extent, a lot of society does enable and entitle people who have special needs. It's usually the result out of the best intention, which is I want to protect this individual who maybe doesn't have what would be considered a fair shot like everybody else does. So when I try to protect them, I keep them from being exposed to everything life might have to offer and keep them from learning how to actually be their best within that big bad world.
Well, tell me about Incight.
Incight's been around for 8 years. It was an organization that was founded by a couple of gentlemen who had disabilities themselves, but wanted to see more people from that community contribute to society and be their best self. They'd started their own for-profit business. They'd looked back at the statistics. Obviously not enough graduate from high school, definitely not enough graduate from college with degrees, and the unemployment rates are incredibly abysmal when you consider the amount of people who aren't even trying to enter the workforce who have disabilities. So they set out to create a movement that will change those statistics.
And by what means are they doing this?
We have services that are focused in the area of education and employment, independent living, and also in networking. So education, for example, we reach out to high schools across the state and encourage students that are in special needs or transition programs to actually consider going to some type of post-secondary, whether it's college and or even a trade school. We then have scholarships to help actually supplement that school for some of those students.
And how many scholarships will you help fund in a given year?
We do like 100 students every single year. Yeah, up and down the West Coast. We even have some that reach across the country on occasions as well. And we've got great college partners here in Oregon that help to actually match those scholarship funds that our donors give to us that we can then give to the students, so it doubles the amount they have in their pocket.
You also help a student write internships, achieve internships through local partners.
Right. We want to see our clients that we've already invested money into, the community's money, make some additional transition steps. So we try and actually connect them with internship opportunities. So we'll stipend a portion of a paid internship with them, actually coach them how to go land good internships that fit their long-term career objectives, and then if we can, try and broker them with internship partners. And that leads us into our employment services, where we work with an entire adult population of people with disabilities who are trying to seek first-time job and or improvement job.
Dan, Incight hosts a job fair every year, right?
We have a job fair every single year. That is something that we host along with Oregon Vocational Rehabilitation Services. And we have about 30 different Portland-based employers. These are big companies, and their HR recruiters come to this disability-centric job fair, and it's open to the entire disability community of anyone who would like to try and get a job. So it's every April. This year it's at the Oregon Convention Center.
And it's not only mental disabilities, it's physical.
It's every form.
Dan Fries, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers. Make it a great day, everyone.